have I got a yummy recipe for you. Okay, I have to thank Max and Julie Hassan for this recipe. Max was tired of eating just plain old beans and rice. He wanted to mix up the way we were eating the beans, so he put in a request for quesadillas. And Julie Hassan's book, her vegan casseroles cookbook, in there she had a recipe where she rehydrated soy curls and then seasoned them up, and then she fried them in a little bit of oil. Well, you know me, I don't fry in oil. We don't do that oil, do we? Anyway, so I thought, well, what if I just bake the soy curls instead? So I did that, and oh man, it turned out really good, and I cannot wait for you to try it. All right, let's just jump right into the recipe. I've gone ahead and put all the ingredients, or the list of the ingredients, at the very end of this video. It's going to scroll through so you guys can read through that. And I'm also posting the list of ingredients in the video description below. Okay, so you got a couple of places where you can write down or copy and paste what you need. All right, let's get started. Okay, so first you need to get out your big old bag of soy curls. You know, that 12-pound box bag. Oh, if you don't have one of these, well, you should order some, because if you really, really love soy curls, oh man, this is the way to go. Of course, if you do order a 12-pound bag of soy curls, make sure that you have plenty of space in your second freezer to store them, because it's a pretty good size bag. Now, what I was doing here was I was pulling out all the longest pieces of dried soy curls that I could find, and I didn't really measure here. I'd say about 2 to 3 handfuls of long soy curls would do the trick. I wanted enough for Max and myself for a couple of days worth. Okay, and then I just covered those with hot water. You could certainly cover them with broth or season the water if you wanted to, but since I was going to season the soy curls after I got them rehydrated, I just went plain. Okay, so here's what the soy curls look like once they've been sitting in the water for probably 5-10 minutes. I was doing other stuff. I was prepping the rest of my ingredients while this was rehydrating. And then after that, I just drained it off. And you can see I didn't like squeeze dry the soy curls. There's still just a little bit of moisture at the bottom of the bowl, but that's not a big deal. Okay, let's throw on the seasonings. So I'm just playing around here. So I thought, I want this to be, you know, tex-mexy. So we got to have some cumin in there. And I don't know why, but curry and chicken go together for me. So if I taste a little curry, then my mind goes to thinking I'm eating chicken. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. And then you can't have chicken, you know, chicken stuff or something that's chickeny in Tex-Mex without some onion powder or onion granules. And then a little chili powder. I like New Mexico chili powder. That's my absolute favorite. There's all sorts of others, but that one's my favorite. Okay, and then this is dried cilantro leaves. And then a little bit of ground black pepper. Now on the spices here, I didn't go spicy. Oh, here's a little salt. I think I used about a ½ teaspoon's worth of salt because I wanted it to, you know, have some real flavor, you know, with the spices. And then give that a good toss. Now back to the chili powder. If you like spicy food, or you want the soy curls to be spicier, then go ahead and add a spicier chili powder. I think that I could have gone a little hotter than the New Mexico chili powder, and these soy curls would have turned out even better. Okay, and then I wanted a nice little taste of garlic, and so I got the largest garlic clove I could find, and this is me wrestling with the garlic press. And I just wanted to crush that garlic and its juices right over those soy curls, which I kind of struggled with, but I finally got it. I think I need to change out my garlic press. I've had that thing for so long. I feel like it doesn't crush the garlic like it used to. Maybe it's just me, but I don't use it that often. I wish there was some kind of device where I could put a bunch of garlic together and I could just, you know, crush a whole bunch and get like garlic juice. Because crushed garlic is so spicy and yummy. You see how I was trying to get the most out of my garlic clove? I just repressed it. Okay, and then I just tossed that enough to get that fresh garlic flavor all over the soy curls. Yeah, Annette, did you see that soy curl fall out of the bowl? Yep, I put it back in. Okay, and then here I'm just gonna put it all, do that to the pan. My brain just went blank just then. Okay, and then I'm popping it into my Breville Smart Oven that I've got it heated to 400 degrees, and I'm going to bake those for 15 minutes. Now I'll tell you what I really want to do. I want to throw these bad boys on the grill. So I'm going to do this again and do it on the grill, and I'll shoot it, and we'll talk about that one later. But anyways, this is what I did for this time. Okay, and then in my iPot, I set that baby to saute and got it heated up, and I threw in 1 yellow onion chopped up. And I just want to show you that I can still space out. I can burn stuff in the iPot. That saute mode is hot. So you have to, so I added a little water just to clean up the bottom of the pot. And, you know, start water sauteing the onions. And of course, it's amazing how easy the pot cleans up if you just give it enough water. Ta-da! No scrubbing for later. It just cleans right up. Okay, and then I threw in that super large garlic clove. And then some spinach. Now at this point, you can't really tell, but my onion is pretty much tender, so I wanted to start adding the spinach then. And what did I do? How many was that? Like 3 big handfuls of spinach. Again, I'm just trying to make enough for me and Max. Maggie's not going to touch this. And then I wanted to season the spinach, so I added a little cumin. And what was that? Pepper, chili powder, some more cilantro leaves. Basically the same way that I seasoned the soy curls. I just did the same thing to the spinach. Okay, and then I gave that a little toss. Oh, this is so good. Okay, and then my pan was getting really too hot. So, you know, the great thing about the Instapot is that it has 3 heat settings on that saute. So I was able to cancel the saute mode and then turn it back on, and I used the adjust button to adjust that heat. And you see when I hit it, I hit adjust, it went to more, and then I hit it again and it went to less. So now I've lowered the heat, and my spinach was, you know, was almost ready. Well, actually it was ready. It had wilted pretty fast. And then I added a 4th cup of our favorite store-bought salsa, which at this moment, I can't remember what it's called. Casina Fresca. I think it's actually made in San Antonio. It is so good. Okay. Did I say 10 minutes or 15 minutes? The soy curls went in the Smart Oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. And I'll tell you, at 15 minutes, they were crispy on the top, but they were still soft on the bottom. Okay, so I kind of liked it. I left it just like that because I didn't want to dry out the soy curls. I still wanted them to have a juicy, tender bite. Not juicy like juicy, but you know, moist, tender bite. And I thought they were really good. I wanted them to be a little spicier, but as is, they were awesome. But then I thought, well, I'm going all Tex-Mexy, so why not add a little lime juice? So I got out the lime juice. Of course, it wasn't fresh. I never can keep fresh limes. I just can't. It's easier for me to keep the bottle. Anybody else like that? Go ahead and let me know that. Let me know that I'm not the only one. Okay, now everything's ready. Now the only thing I didn't film in this video is me mashing up a can of beans that I had partially drained off, and then I mashed with a fork. Okay, so I've got that sitting on the side. My spinach is on the side. Here's my favorite flour tortillas that we get from our regular grocery store. They make them there. They have a tortilla machine. It's so cool. Anyways, I've got my tortillas ready. Everything's ready. I'm ready to put everything together. So in my griddler, Cuisinart griddler, I think this is called the 4-in-1 or the 5-in-1. I just start filling up my tortilla. And of course I got way too many beans on here. I realize as I'm trying to smear the beans on, I've got too much bean. I've got to fold this thing over. Usually you can, you know, some people like to make everything and then put a tortilla on top and then cut the tortilla. But Max had been so specific about wanting his tortilla folded over. This is why I did it this way, okay? When kids say they want their food a certain way, if you want them to eat it, make it the way they envision it. That's parent tip there for you. Okay, and then I just topped the black beans with those soy curls, those limey soy curls. And then I topped that with the spinach and onions and folded that over. Now, Max, you'll see I filmed him at the end. I had him come into the kitchen and take a bite and try these quesadillas out right in front of you so he could tell you how well this turned out. He's growing. you're going to see he is really taking off. He is so tall, and his appetite is monstrous. So I knew he could kill off 3 of these easy. So that's just his right there. That was his. Okay, so I probably went 5 minutes with the griddler. And the griddler, I'll tell you, it cooks hotter on the bottom than it does the top. So when you lift, when I lift up that griddler, it looks pale, not as, crispy or on the top, but you'll see here in just a second, when I go to flip these, how beautiful brown and crispy they get on the bottom. Ready? Ready? On your mark, get set. Oh, look at that. Look at all that browning. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Nom, nom, nom. Oh my. Yes, please. Oh. Okay, here's what Max had to say about the quesadillas. He's wearing his Girl Improved shirt. Okay, they're a little hot.
All right.
Stick those in your...
I can feel it.
Just take a bite from the edge or something. Did you get a soy curl?
Not yet, because it was just you.
Oh my gosh, the soy curls are the bomb. I'm gonna get back here.
Soy curl.
Did you get a soy curl? What do you think? Is it what you were hoping?
Delicious.
All right. Is there enough salsa?
No.
You can add more if you want. Make it spicier.
I can add more salsa, but it's pretty good the way it is.
Don't they look pretty?
Yes. Look great.
Oh, there you go. His idea, 2 great minds came together to make an awesome dinner. Yay! I love you.
Love you.
All right, thank you.
Welcome.
All right, there you have it. Did you see how tall he's getting? He's getting too tall. I don't like it. All right, I just want to thank y'all for watching. Please let me know when you make this recipe, and let's talk more about it in the comments below. Bye.